so much for coming out. And it's so incredible to see all these faces knowing that by you being here, there are women environmental leaders around the world who are that much more supported to do the work of healing our world and creating communities that are so much better than they left it. And right now, as we stand here, there are women all over Africa, a part of Women's Earth Alliance, who are bringing clean water to their communities, who are building rainwater harvesting systems, water filters, solar pasteurization. Because of you, these women are better supported, and each of our lives is more supported as a result. So I just want to acknowledge how important it is every time we gather, what changes. And we are so honored that Women's Earth Alliance, that women, environmental leaders all over the world are taking care of their communities right here at this moment. And I want to hand the mic over to my co-director, Amira Diamond, and she will share some words with you.
What's up, Harmony Festival? We're so happy to be here. This is such a conscious group of people, and we want to give thanks to Harmony Festival, to Deborah and to Sean for hosting us here this weekend and for having the courage to put resources towards real change. And what each of us knows is that we're not dealing with problems that can't be solved. We're dealing with problems that have real solutions. This is a problem of access. And Women's Earth Alliance is in the business of creating access for women leaders around the world to have what they need so that they can be effective in the work that they do. So each person that's gathered here tonight has played a role in making a difference in our world, in creating the solutions that we want to see, in bringing water, in bringing farming technologies, in bringing legal support to women who are standing on the front lines, making this world a better place. So let's all give a shout out to the Harmony Festival for having the awareness to have beneficiaries like the Women's Earth Alliance. And finally, we have to thank our dear Julia Butterfly Hill, who stands and supports us each and every time we gather, calling Women's Earth Alliance to the next level of success. We are at women'searthalliance.org. Reach out to us. We'll be here all weekend long, and we look forward to building partnership with each and every one of you. So thank you so much.
We're going to have a shout out for women all over the world. So I have an invitation for you all, because they wanted me to talk for a few minutes while they're doing all the stuff they're doing up here. But I've talked a lot in my life, and I get a little tired of hearing myself talk. So what I want to do is invite you all to talk to one another, because, see, we have this system that puts a lot of the focus of the energy up here on these stages, right? And there's all of the people out there putting all the focus and energy up on this stage, and now I want you to put your focus on one another. So what I'm going to invite you to do is that, we just had two amazing women up here, and they're doing this work of Women's Earth Alliance. And one of the spaces that women hold all over the world is a space of connection. And it's not that men don't hold that space too, but there's something about, I think the fact that women give birth, there's something about that process that has women really feel the connection to our future. And the reason that I'm here, the reason I support Women's Earth Alliance, the reason I do the work that I do is because I recognize that every one of us are ancestors of the future. And I mentioned this earlier in the Dome when I was talking, so some of you have heard it before. But every one of us standing here together in the festival today, we're standing here on the shoulders of people who've come before us. We're standing on the shoulders of people who contributed in their lives to make our world a better place. So what I'd love to invite you all to do while we're waiting for Cake to come up, who's excited about Cake? Me too. I like them. They came and performed at a festival we did a few years back, and I love them. I'm excited to be able to hear them tonight again. But while we're waiting for them to get everything set up for Cake to come perform, I want to invite you all to find somebody near you who you don't know. That you don't know. And find that person and look in their eyes and introduce yourselves. Give it a try. And I want to invite you to introduce yourselves in an interesting way. How many of you are used to people, when you introduce yourselves, how many of you are used to people asking you, what do you do? Anybody you used to asking what you do? Okay, I want you to turn to somebody you don't know and look at each other's eyes, introduce yourselves, and ask one another what you love to do. Okay? Even if it's guy to guy, I know it's a little freaky, you got your macho on. Turn to another person and ask you, somebody you don't know, and ask you what you love to do. You want to try that? Yes? Okay, Introduce yourself.